More Home Depot Halloween 2025 animatronics have been revealed. Let's take a look. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and welcome to my second Home Depot Halloween 2025 news video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just 24 hours ago, I sat in this very chair and gave all of you an exclusive first look preview at the Home Depot Halloween 2025 animatronic lineup. And fast forward 24 hours to right now, we have some more brand new animatronics to take a look at that are releasing this season from the Home Depot. Just like I mentioned yesterday, the 2025 Home Depot managers meeting is currently going on in Las Vegas, and that is the annual show where they give a first look to all of their managers at the upcoming items for that year, including the brand new Halloween decorations with the new animatronics and tabletop decorations. And today was actually the first official day of the managers meeting, where managers were able to go into the convention, into the show if you will, to take a look at all these brand new items. And following that, we have some new images to take a look at some brand new animatronics for 2025 that we didn't get to take a look at yesterday. So without any further ado, let's jump into these brand new images of Home Depot Halloween 2025. First off, I want to take a look at this brand new image that we just got today of the 15-foot scarecrow. We did talk about this item yesterday with some other images, but today we got this brand new photo from what seems to be like the stage meeting with all the Home Depot managers in Las Vegas, where they're showing off some of the big items for this season. And we can clearly see front and center on the stage right next to Skelly, the immortal Home Depot character, is the 15-foot scarecrow that is brand new for 2025. And I wanted to show this image because it shows us how truly massive this brand new prop is. Obviously, we all know Skelly. We're all very familiar with Skelly, and we know what his size and proportions are like. Just take a look on this stage at how much bigger the 15-foot scarecrow truly is in terms of wingspan. Those arms are absolutely massive. I'm gonna guess this is not official information, just my prediction, that he's probably around 10 feet in wingspan, which is crazy. 15 feet tall and 10 feet in wingspan is a massive, massive prop. And again, standing next to Skelly, we can truly get an idea of how big the 15-foot scarecrow is, towering over the audience of Home Depot managers. I am so excited to get some higher quality images of this guy and to get that demo video officially once we get closer to the official Home Depot Halloween launch date. He is such a cool prop, and like I said yesterday, definitely my favorite so far from Home Depot for 2025. Jumping into some of the new stuff that we didn't get to see yesterday, these two animatronics are super exciting, and I know they will be fan favorites for 2025. On the right, we do have a brand new clown animatronic, which is super exciting because I know some people yesterday were disappointed that Home Depot did not have a clown this season, but it appears that they do, because this image showcases a brand new clown that is holding a jack-in-the-box, and it appears that his neck is super extended outwards. He is super bright and colorful with a bunch of UV different colors on there so that he glows under a black light. And if I had to take a guess, most likely the animation is a cranking of the jack-in-the-box, and then maybe as soon as you would expect the jack-in-the-box to pop open, the head springs out, or the neck I should say, springs upward like we're seeing in this image. He is such a unique and cool looking clown prop. You know that I love my UV, bright and colorful clown characters, and this guy is a perfect new version of that. So I'm super excited to see more about him, and that is the first clown for Home Depot 2025. Next to him, we have what appears to be an Easter Bunny animatronic, but this is a scary Easter Bunny, and he also looks super, super cool. I love the giant bunny head with the bent ears, the yellow LED eyes, and the scary looking teeth that he has in his mouth there, we have really never seen a life-size scary Easter bunny before anywhere in the retail market. So I'm super excited to see that Home Depot is giving us one for the 2025 season. Yesterday, we took a look at the brand new leprechaun that is coming out for this season. So it looks like Home Depot is giving us some different holiday animatronics for 2025, which is just super unique. Again, not really something that we've seen in the market before. So I love that idea. It's so fresh and so interesting. And this Easter bunny looks super just over the top interesting. I love the idea of taking a friendly character and giving it a sinister twist with turning it into something much more evil. Very excited to see what his animation will be. So that is the Easter bunny and the brand new Jack-in-the-Box clown. Another exciting one for this season is a brand new giant ogre animatronic. And again, this is one that we did not see yesterday. It does appear that this animatronic is a reskin of Carnival Karl from last year, obviously manufactured by Pan Asian Creations Pack. And this one looks super interesting. Again, another very unique animatronic. And I feel like that's what I've been saying today and yesterday for the Home Depot lineup. It's super unique, super different. And I feel like each animatronic just has a nice flair to it. Very nice variety of stuff in the lineup this year, and this ogre is definitely an extension on that. I love his green color scheme. Instead of holding a hammer like we saw on Carnival Karl last year, this guy is holding a club that almost looks like something you would see like a caveman holding in like an old cartoon. I love the cartooniness of it. I think it fits the character very well. He has like a shawl that he's wearing. He has a very nice belly going on there with a green skin tone for the whole body, the belly, the hands, and the head. And it looks like he does have some mouth movement and some yellow LED eyes, and most likely stands at around 8 feet tall, just like we saw on Carnival Karl. Again, super unique prop, and I'm very excited to see what his audio will sound like, because I feel like that would be like a make or break thing with an animatronic like this. Hopefully he has like a booming deep voice. That's really what I'm hoping for. But this guy is a very neat one, and that is the brand new ogre animatronic for Home Depot 2025. Home Depot always has innovative animatronics each and every year, and this next one is definitely a perfect example of that. This is the brand new crawler, is what Home Depot is calling it. It is basically a giant skeleton torso on a mechanism, and if you take a look at the weird apparatus that is on the ground underneath it, that is actually a track, and this skeleton is meant to look like he is crawling on the ground or out of the ground, and he moves forward on that track, sort of similar to something that we would see in the pro market of Halloween animatronics. So I love to see that Home Depot is bringing something from the pro side of the market over to the retail side with this brand new skeleton crawler. I really enjoy the look of him with the kind of bone skin tone in there, as well as the dark green color. I think the sculpt is great. Obviously, it's very simple and much more on the expected side for a skeleton, but at the same time, has a lot of detail in there. I feel like this is one of those animatronics that's going to be a lot larger once you see it in person, because it seems like the proportions on it are pretty large. Again, that mechanism is super cool, and I'm very excited to see a demo video of it, because although we know what it does, we don't really know how fast this animatronic will really move, if it's more of like a slow moving forward or maybe a fast moving forward. So super excited to see that, and that is the brand new crawler skeleton for this season. For those who were excited about the brand new giant shark coming from Home Depot for 2025, there is this better image of it where you can see the zombie fisherman and the shark behind it. Not going to talk a ton about them because I did talk about them quite extensively in yesterday's video, so go check that out. But again, the shark is such a cool piece. I really am a big fan of it. Right in the middle of this brand new photo, we also get a good look at a new tombstone for this season that you can actually put real plants in, it looks like, which is a neat idea. I probably will end up picking that one up for my display. It looks like a real tombstone with most likely resin and those real plants on either side of it. And then right in the middle, we do have a brand new Grim Reaper animatronic that is in a full black kind of shawl, holding a sickle in his one hand. It does look like that's one of the more affordable animatronics, as we know that each and every year Home Depot likes to give us a couple of props that are around $100 USD. So I am going to guess that that is one of those. photos just because it looked a lot more basic, a lot more generic, if you will. Not bad by any means, but much more on the affordable side, if I had to guess. So that Grim Reaper is in this photo. While on the topic of more affordable animatronics, we also have a brand new pumpkin creature that has a big top hat, kind of like straw hair, a black outfit, and then a big pumpkin face with it looks like some sharp teeth and yellow LED eyes, and his arms are kind of resting on a cane. Once again, this does look like a more affordable animatronic. I'm gonna guess, not official by any means, just a prediction, that he's probably around $100 USD, because like I said, Home Depot does like to give us a couple $100 animatronics each and every year, so not a huge fan of him, but again, he's more on the simple side, and I understand the intended audience for a character like that. And sort of behind him, I don't want to talk a ton about this just yet, because I'm crossing my fingers to have some better photos of him coming up in the next couple of days, but Home Depot is releasing an awesome killer snowman animatronic that is kind of a good mix between Christmas and Halloween decor, but is on that scary Christmas decor side. So you can kind of see him in the background there, but hold off for a couple of days until I get some higher resolution photos of him, because he's another super awesome prop. Something else that'll get people very excited for this season is that it appears we are getting a mini version of Dean the Deathologist. Now, I'm gonna say right now, this photo could just be messing with the perspective of things and make it look like Dean is really small and that it's actually the full Dean animatronic, but I think it's more likely that this is actually a small version of Dean, because it looks like that he is on a table next to the Butcher animatronic that we talked about yesterday. If you want to hear more about him, go check out yesterday's video, but it does appear that this guy is on a table and that we're getting a mini version of Dean the Deathologist, which would make a lot of sense because we are getting a mini version of the brand new 15-foot Scarecrow for this season, as well as a mini version of the Hovering Reaper from last year. So Home Depot is giving us mini versions of animatronics, so it does make sense that Dean would be included in that. So it looks like we are getting a mini Dean for 2025. And then finally, we did get a new image of the Plague Doctor animatronic that is coming for this season. Again, we did take a look at him yesterday, but this photo actually shows him in action, as we can see the Plague Doctor mask fully opened up and his staff with the skull lighting up as well, with the lantern also glowing a nice yellow color. So it does look like he'll have some mouth movement and maybe some body animation in there as well. Can't fully tell with this image, but he looks really awesome, and judging by the reaction yesterday, it seems like he is a fan favorite for this season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The second batch of Home Depot Halloween 2025 revealed animatronics, and I am so excited for this year's Home Depot lineup. I really think that there is a great variety of characters in there, and there's so many that I have my eye on for purchasing this season, specifically the 15-foot Scarecrow. He is such an amazing piece, and he looks gigantic, so I'm super excited to get to see him in person. But like I said, I think there's a little bit for everyone in this year's lineup, and it seems, judging by the reaction by the community yesterday, going into today with these brand new images, that people are very much on the same page as I am with loving this year's lineup. And I'm gonna go this far, I honestly believe that Home Depot Halloween 2025 is a contender for one of the greatest retail lineups that we have ever seen for Halloween animatronics. This year's lineup is truly stellar, and I can't wait to get even more details on all of these new animatronics. But I guess, remember, as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Home Depot Halloween 2025 videos. Goodbye.